Follow the backpack kid.
Viral fame is fickle. One minute you have it and the whole world can't get enough. Next, no one wants to know you. For those who garner fame off a single trend or temporary craze, the harsh realization that they're nothing more than a civilian once again when the hype dies down can be kinda hard to take.
I think viral fame versus slow growth are drastically different. And my advice, if you ever get viral fame, make as much money as fast as possible before you fall off. Because it's different from like becoming a YouTuber or Twitch streamer or like influencer. If you're the I don't want to say the Hawk Tour girl did it right, okay? Because she fucking rug pulled people and scammed people. But she blew up off a stupid fucking meme and made a bag and dipped. And, you know, that's what you kind of need to do. Because if you're blowing up off of like some random ass and there's no longevity able to do that, it's just like a meme that's going to run its course for a month and then die, make money and leave, right? And then you're good. Like, don't get attached to it because then that's going to cause like a fucking downfall of like, you know, your personality and how you view yourself and shit. I don't know how the backpack kid is doing mentally, but I remember when he was huge. When he was the big, y'all remember the backpack kid when he was doing the floss and shit? He was like prime Fortnite guy. He was like matched with like Fortnite level fame. When I said this the other day, when I went to nationals for track, one of the biggest things about New Balance nationals and the hype around it is like, number one, yeah, you're competing against like the best US athletes for track in high school, but also you get a cool backpack. And every year they change the backpack. And what a better person to help promote New Balance nationals and promote backpacks than the backpack kid. So when I went, it was like 2018, 2017, and the backpack kid was there. And everyone was so hype about it. And I remember then being like, I didn't really give a fuck because I was like so focused on my event that I was like, I'm not going to go meet the backpack kid. But I was always confused, like, why do people care this much about meeting a guy that does the floss?
And at the moment, it seems like no one is more resistant to accepting that his time might be over.
You saw him? I did see him in a crowd. I remember there was a clip of him doing the floss and a bunch of kids around him going, "Hey! Hey!" And looking back at it, oh my God. Like people were hype for a kid doing this. That was hype, right? And then the same thing when it would be like the stupidest dance in the fucking world. Oh my God. But it was like cool then, you know? Like nothing against him. Like in the time, it was not cringe. It's just like the same thing when I look back at my old content, I'm like, oh fuck.
Then this guy. So how did this random kid go from performing on...
Yo, he's really good at flossing, though. I gotta say that, right? To his credit, he's a great flosser, you know? He's got a smooth... The hips are going. He's got a smooth aura to it.
On stage with Katy Perry, to Saturday Night Live, even getting his own dance in Fortnite, to having rappers kick him off stage and doing anything...
He didn't invent that dance, though, did he? Did he? I don't know.
They can to not associate with him. It's your boy Luesta, and this is the embarrassing fall off of the backpack kid. And it
all right, I hate when motherfuckers flame like viral guys fall. Like it's not embarrassing. All right, he fell off. He got a regular job. Okay, that's not like why. Like I want to watch this because I want to learn. Like I think it's fun to talk about like viral people that like build and then fall off. But like. I'm not like, I don't think like he should be made fun of. You know what I mean?
In case you're not familiar with how
it falling off, like it's whatever.
All started, let me get you up to speed. Born as Russell Horning, the teenager who would soon become the backpack kid, had an unremarkable upbringing until he launched his social media accounts. Raised by his mom, who had her own business selling bombs, and a father who was a healthcare
bombs,
who had her own business selling bombs, and a father.
Bombs?
Who had her own business selling bombs and a
bombs?
Father who was a
bombs. Oh, bombs. BALMS. even in the closed captions, it said bombs, like lip balm.
Healthcare professional, Russell originally made his videos under the name I Got Bars, and gradually, his unique dance moves and straight-face delivery picked up traction. Initially, it was a fun thing for him to do online, and not something he imagined being able to monetize.
Okay, the Genius interview's tough, though. I don't know if he should have done the Genius interview. I be flossing. So basically, what I'm saying in that lyric is, just to give you some backstory there, I'm flossing, right? Like, I be flossing. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, in the current moment, I'm hitting the floss dance. And if you don't know it, that's like, kind of my move.
But when Rihanna co-signed him by rehashing one of his dances to celebrate her Grammy nominations, he gained 55,000 new followers in 2 days. From the start, there was one move of his that really stood out, but soon it would become known as the floss.
The dance, it just really came to mind. Like, I was just like playing around in the mirror, playing music, and I started dancing, and then I started doing it, and I was like, whoa, this has a cool rhythm to it. And so I just moved it to Instagram.
Bro, like, we ain't need a, like, bro, it's not his fault, though. Like, he's making money off of explaining this shit, but, like, why are there people reaching out asking how he came up with the floss dance? Like, we don't need a, you know what I mean? Like, why do we got Genius hitting the backpack kid up being like, so how did the floss dance originate? What's the origin of this? Like, what? It's not like it's some historic dance move.
Even though the Rihanna shout-out provided him with a little boost in profile, it was nothing compared to what happened when Katy Perry's team got in touch and asked him if he wanted to perform with her on Saturday Night Live. As during her rendition of Swish Swish, Backpack Kid popped out and made his presence felt. Soon after, he was everywhere, including major news outlets and social media apps.
Katy Perry discovered him on Instagram.
Oh my God! Wait, is that it? Wait, is that it? Is that it? That's it. No, okay, no, because that kid's young as fuck. That's exactly what it looked like at Nationals. I remember seeing a group of people around him, and he was just hitting dance moves, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I have to run in 5 minutes.
Discovered him on Instagram, where he has 500,000 followers, and that was before SNL.
It's called flossing. He's a part of a whole movement of young kids and...
Katy Perry talking out of her ass right now. What the fuck is this? He's a part of a whole movement, it's just a whole generation. Let's just say it's Gen Z kind of making their point stand out to the world right now, It's kind of just a bunch of people flossing, try to gain movement, gain traction, and it's just, it's a part of a whole new culture.
Culture and dance that are just changing the way that things go, and that's fantastic. We're gonna do something
Bro, we're looking this deep into the floss. The floss. Like, is there any dance move that's worth, like, maybe, like, the OG dance moves from, like, the fucking 1800s you could look into, like, how that changed society? Why are we on a podcast? Yeah, the Macarena. We could do a fucking in-depth interview about how the fucking Macarena was, like, or the Cha-Cha Slide. Like, that's, like, you could do a fucking podcast about how the Cha-Cha Slide changed society. Because it's the one dance move everybody hears, or the moonwalk, or the Michael Jackson lean. What the fuck are we talking about? The floss changing culture.
In the aftermath of SNL, flossing was everywhere, and that's no exaggeration. As time progressed, this phenomenon spread to the football field.
I actually think that TJ...
Bro, you remember the Whip and Nene era was like so cringe. Oh my God, dabbing? Bro. You remember when people thought it was badass? Okay, people are making fun of the Backpack Kid when in reality, everyone at that time was doing those dances and we thought it was cool. When you would go, hey, 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 and there would be NFL players that would fucking get a touchdown and go, and fucking spam dab. Now it's like you look back at it like that, dude, that's so cringe. That's so cringe. Wait, is Ninja did the floss, right? That's the clip, right? New Year's Eve, what, 2018? Right when the Backpack Kid was popping off, he was doing the floss, right? I'm not seeing enough movement. Yeah, that was the downfall of the floss.
Get it, come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me just move. If you got no one, just move. It's all I want to see, some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
Maybe Ninja's the reason the Backpack Kid fell off.
Jay Watt on the Steelers did it, and then Matt Collins from the Eagles got a 63-yard touchdown, and he did it too. But it was really Mark Ingram's.
First did the move on Instagram, Horner probably didn't realize it would eventually have its own Guinness World Record, with 1,154 people doing it in Kentucky to take the.
Why do we have a fucking world record for this? Like, I hate society. I fucking hate society. Why is this a thing? Why is this like a goal we have to fucking beat right now? Chat, should we try to beat this? Should I reach out to Guinness World Record books and we do 1,155 people flossing at the same time?
Kentucky to take the crown. But Russell Horner still wouldn't be a household name. Instead, he would
Bro, Ninja could have beaten that record if he got enough movement.
make the fateful decision to embrace the Backpack Kid moniker that social media gave to him. And
What did Brady just link to me?
Should we count down? Are we gonna get some tunes on?
Absolutely ready?
And 3, 2, 1.
1.
Yeah.
Hold up. Floss, baby.
You know, I have a theory on why nobody in the crowd did this. Because everyone in the crowd New Year's Eve at the front lines are wearing adult diapers and have poop and piss in their pants. And this is really just going to jostle everything around, you know? I think I have a theory here where it's like, hey, no one wants to floss, not because they didn't like Ninja or like the idea of flossing, because people were drunk and covered in piss. Do you mean what? Some people are saying, "Ew, what the fuck?" You didn't know that? If you're the first 10,000 people in New Year's Eve at Times Square, like right next to the stage where Ninja is, they're all wearing diapers. They're all wearing diapers. They're not peeing. You're there at like fucking 10 a.m. and you're there till midnight. More than that, because then everybody has to leave. Do you think we're gonna get enough movement here?
Floss, baby. We got no one. Come on, man. I want to see the crowd. Get it going.
Yeah, see, she's not, but
You got it? You've been working. I'm like hitting my wife. Where you
no one's doing
You
it.
wanna come up? Everyone, Floss, let's get it. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me what. Just move. If you got no one, just move. It's all I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh my God.
How much do you think he got paid for this? Did he ever say how much he got paid to host the fucking New Year's Eve, like Times Square party for free? Oh no, they paid him. No, there's no way he did it for free. More than 100K, bro. Ninja was making millions. Ninja probably got $500,000 more for this. I hope one day they re-invite Ninja to Times Square and he redoes the floss. And it flops again. That would be so funny. If he's like, guys, I'm hosting I'm hosting the Times Square New Year's Eve party again. Will you guys do the floss with me? Everybody's like, yeah. And then they just stand there.
interview, he told Complex it was a conscious rebrand. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best. In all the videos, I'm trying to wear the backpack. In public, I'm trying to wear the backpack. And while this move did
Why is that a rebrand?
seem like the best thing to do at the time, his decision to take the name and run with it would come back to bite him down the line.
Dude, the problem is it's just like the Backpack Kid was known for the dance. He wasn't known for his personality. He wasn't known for anything that like outside of meme culture and like dance memes or like TikTok dances. So it was literally impossible for him to transfer that to a social media career.
When he just couldn't escape it. Plus, there was another major problem, and that was the fact that when the world sees you as a one-trick pony, there's only going to be so much of their attention you can hold before they think it's over. Or worse.
Unless you're DMX, in which you come out with another song and say, you think I can't pull another motherfucking rabbit out of the hat? And then you hit another banger, and then you fall off. X gonna give it to you. And then you fall off afterwards. So you come out with two, then you're two-hit wonder. And I fucking love DMX for it.
2017 continued, Backpack Kid was everywhere, but no one really knew why. Despite appearing in videos with people like Black Youngsta, Lil Yachty, and others, Russell reveals he wasn't actually into rap music until he began to chase the bag. I wasn't really into hip-hop when all of this first started.
In your bio, you say that you're ending racism. What do you mean by that? I have a lot of black friends, and I dance in videos with my black friends. Even though I do have white friends, people get mad at me for dancing with them. Like, why are you dancing with black people? Where are your white friends? I think I'm making the world a better place dancing with different races.
But then I started looking at all these other famous dancers, and I was like, okay, they're all into this hip-hop form, and this actually seems kind of cool. So I started to get into it myself. Now able to earn the kind of money that someone his age wouldn't use.
He should have just made a fucking cryptocurrency and rug pulled. Bro, he should come out with that now. Bro, the backpack kid floss coin. Floss coin. Oh my God. Drop it right now. Drop it right now. To the moon. Floss coin.
Usually be able to get a hold of, he began to embrace the lifestyle that his viral moment had provided him and cash in on it.
That's tight. How much can you get to go to a club, if you don't mind? Manager shakes his head no.
Manager shakes his head no.
Is it an amount that you're pretty impressed by? Like, are you...
He gets paid to go to clubs. Like, I would have done fucking 100 appearances around to anybody who would have paid me and then just fucking dipped.
Surprised that you're able to get that much money just to go somewhere.
Compared to most 17-year-olds that don't do what I
Bro, he was 17 when he did this.
do, yes. The money that I make from just one appearance, it could take a 17-year-old forever to make that much money.
Was that always...
Okay, no. 17-year-old or just the average person? Because a 17-year-old could just hold a minimum wage job. If I had to guess, he probably got paid 10 to 20K for an appearance at a club. Manager fee 20%. He probably makes 8 to 16.
As part of the plan?
Yes, been wanting to do music for a long time. We just started to do it recently though, because timing is everything in the music industry.
Completely intent on crashing in as much as he could, it wouldn't take long before the kid, who said he didn't even like hip-hop, was trying to become a...
That's not a lot. For one fucking appearance it is. If he did a bunch. I mean, you got to think, dude. The average person, the average American, the average American makes around $52,000, $56,000 a year. The median American, meaning the middle American, makes around what, like 38, 37? So for him to make like a third or half of what somebody makes in a year in one appearance is a lot.
A rapper with the track Flossin'. Earning up to 18 million views on YouTube in 6 years, the track certainly got people tuned in. But the end result wasn't something that fans loved. Instead, they just started roasting him for thinking it was a good idea. This is what happens when you overhype the weirdo kid. Releasing a full EP in 2018, Backpack Kid had tried to use hip-hop culture to his advantage. But beyond laughing at it,
I think the best thing you can do is lean into the meme. If you want longevity, he could have became like a parody guy, you know? Instead of making the Flossin' song and then trying to transfer that into an actual music career, like Gucci Shoes on My Feet or whatever the other fucking song, like Aldo, like become a meme. Literally, Aldo is a meme. Aldo on TikTok, like if you know who he is, everything is a skit, right? Like just literally make music videos, just becoming like do shit that's purposefully cringe, purposefully bad, and make it known that it's funny because of that. Don't do something and be like, hey, I'm going to try to make actual music now.
people really weren't interested, and this is where the public opinion began to tip. Because while it would be hard to hate a kid for getting a shot at stardom, the fact that he wouldn't let it go and became an irritating presence on all corners of social media made it a lot easier. So with that, the trolling began.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like you're more of like a beloved icon. Like people just think you're so funny.
To an extent, but like,
Backlash
have you seen
too,
my
right?
Genius interview?
Yes, and I've noticed that it's started to get a little hate.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that one's going pretty viral too. I did a little interview and then, yeah. People love to see Backpack Kid fail.
Did you feel like you got more support as you were growing? And then now that you actually are like really kind of mainstream and everybody seems to know about you, now is that...
That is true of any social media presence. People like being a part of shit that's underground and niche. The more mainstream you go, the more your OG people dislike you.
When you're getting the backlash?
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, at this point, I'm getting so much hate for no reason. Like, I'm just chilling, so I mean, I don't really care. But that's out.
Like, a lot of my viewers will flat out tell me, Joe, I like when you have less chatters. Like, a lot of you will be like, hey, Joe, I like the winter time when you have 3K viewers. Like, that's better. Because then it's just no, like, serious. And I'm not like, I mean, it's just different vibes, right? Like, right now, it's the summer. Like, I usually have an inflated view count. And, I mean, coming with that is a lot of great chatters that end up funneling into being, like, dedicated viewers. And a lot of people that suck. I ban so many. I'm telling you right now, my mod's probably banned 150 people today for typing fuck ass shit, like stupid stuff, whether it be slurs, being toxic, being creepy, annoying, spamming. It's just like they don't know how to act in like Twitch chats. So it's like that. Like, that's different.
Outweighing the love on my page comments-wise.
Eventually, users were commenting things like, I feel like that kid really let himself being a meme go to his head. In reality, it's probably just an awkward teen who thinks everyone loves him and doesn't really know the right time or place. It's annoying. Suddenly getting on the public's last nerves with his attempts to infiltrate the music industry, his attempts to get him the bag from the gaming world didn't go down any better. That's because once it was announced that Russell was suing Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, for using his flossing dance without his permission, he was suddenly in the press for very different reasons.
It was really my mom and my management that did the lawsuit. I'm kind of just a kid having fun in life. I'm just letting the adults do all the busy work. I don't really know the law like that, so I can't really say if they're like taking advantage of me or anything like that. But like from a mom standpoint, like a manager standpoint.
Well, didn't that happen in early Fortnite era where like most of the dances that Fortnite added, they didn't pay creators for and ended up getting sued and losing? Like during early TikTok days. So this was like 2018, 2019 Fortnite was just ripping dances from people on TikTok and not paying them, and they got sued for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, like most people that sued them won.
They think that they're taking advantage of me. I mean, me personally, I don't really care about the money like that. I'm just kind of worried about my birthday tomorrow, and I'm dropping this EP soon.
Now it's licensed? Yeah, they'll pay you. They'll reach out to you now.
I have more stuff to worry about.
While Russell and his family acted like Epic Games was using a legal loophole that prevented him from getting a huge bag, others began disputing his claims that he even invented the dance in the first place. I remember girls at my middle school doing this in like 8th grade. In no way did he invent that dance and think that was his intellectual property. Suddenly racking up L after L, things would continue to get worse for the Backpack Kid when rappers began to see his presence at events as a nuisance. Because where Katy Perry once brought him in front of a global audience, MCs wanted him to get away from theirs for fear of people thinking they were associated with him. For example,
well, because people think he's cringy.
Ski Mask the Slump God politely ushered him off his stage during his Rolling Loud set.
Why was he on set in the beginning?
But someone who was less civil about it was a New Jersey rapper known by Albie Al. After Backpack Kid was invited up during his set by someone backstage, he let it be known that he wanted nothing to do with him.
I mean, bro, because he's hitting the floss 6 months after the fucking meme. Like, how long are we running the floss for, you know? If he's getting paid and kicked off, who gives a shit? That's fine. But, like, do you think he got invited on stage or just, like, somehow got up there? Like, how did he get on stage to do the dance and then get kicked off if the rapper didn't want him there? That's what I don't understand.
I told him I only want prizes on the stage. They had all these, I don't even know, weirdos, all type, man, and you gotta fall back. You feel me? Like, I'm performing. It's time for me to work.
As the dust settled, Backpack Kid was getting trolled relentlessly for that, and tried to shoot himself some bail during interviews, claiming that if it was anyone else, then it wouldn't be such a big deal.
So the guy that was promoting the event, he was like, get up there now, get up there now. So when I got up there, I was flossing, and then some guy put like his phone in his way, and so I knocked his phone out of his hand by accident. So I knocked his phone out of his hand, and he was like, get out of here, and I was like, okay, and I just left. Like, we were still on the stage. I just wasn't.
Bro, that's wild. They were paying him, though, to, like, just be like, bro, get up there. Go floss. You got to go floss. Oh, no, right now. Here's the perfect time. Oh. I just don't get. And then like, what? He was just be, like, that was hype? No, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand that.
Like, right there in the middle.
Like, I'm not even trying to make fun of him, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I respect him getting money for it. I don't know why people were paying him for that in the first place. You get what I mean? Like, why is he getting money for that? Like, why? I get Hawk Tour Girl showing up to a club. Hawk Tour Girl was viral for a sex joke and was known for being a drunk college kid. Backpack Kid was a 17-year-old that got famous for flossing. Why is he at rap events and, like, nightclubs? It doesn't the vibe doesn't match. Hawk Tour Girl being at a club is like, I mean, I still don't understand why clubs were paying her $20,000 to pull up, but like, I get Hawk Tour Girl being there. That's kind of hype for drunk people being like, oh, Hawk Tour. right? The floss kid, I'd be like, why is there a fucking 17-year-old doing the floss on stage next to Ski Mask the Slump God?
Middle anymore.
Okay, so because people kind of tried to paint the whole thing as if they just kicked you off stage, like, nah, fuck that dance or fuck this kid.
Yes, the thing about the internet is that they always want to see your downfall. They make everything positive negative. I mean,
true.
That wasn't really positive, but it wasn't really negative either. Like, if it was somebody super duper famous that kicked me off, that would have been pretty bad for my image. But I mean, like, it's really not that big a deal.
Cast out of the entertainment world, even when he tried to do the things he was known for, Backpack Kid should have really heeded the signs and moved on. But instead, he just kept trying to recapture the buzz of the past, with each fresh attempt to revive his career failing flatter than the last. And what he did next did not help his case in any way possible. From learning piano to creating a podcast where he said he'd be discussing his experiences with mental health among other things, it seems like Russell is determined to escape his past without going as far as to actually try and start over. Because deep down, he knows that he would never regain those millions of followers when it's hard to know what's keeping them there now in the first place.
If I change my name right now, the Backpack Kid will forever just be known for that viral floss moment. But I'm trying to reinvent who I am. I want more and more.
But like, what the fuck content does he want to make? That's what I don't get. Like, if you're trying to get out of the meme, like, what the fuck would the Backpack Kid do? You know what I mean? Like, what would he start commentary? Is he going to be a video gamer? Is he going to start doing, he's going to be a streamer? Like, I don't understand what content realm he's going to. Because he didn't get big for his personality. And that's the problem. It's like, he got big for a meme. Nobody knew who he was. They just knew what he looked like in the dance he did. So then trying to reinvent yourself, reinvent what? Nobody knows who you are. You know what I mean? And that's not, I keep saying, you know what I mean? Sorry for that. But it's not like, I'm not trying to be a dick when I say that. It's just, if you blow up for a meme and nobody knows you, how are they going, what are you reinventing? You're just trying to detach yourself from the meme at this point. You're not reinventing anything. You're trying to invent something because nobody knows the guy you are. Nobody knows your personality. Nobody knows what you're like outside the shit where you're getting kicked out of clubs and you're doing the floss. So they're going to just find you cringy.
More people to realize what else the Backpack Kid does. And then if I change my name during this transition period in my life, that'll never happen.
Mostly dedicated to TikTok now that his YouTube videos barely pull in 1,000 views, Backpack Kid just keeps putting himself in the position.
Well, I really think I think him, if he wants to document this for himself, that's fine. I think getting into fitness content is terrible unless you literally look like a Greek god. And that's rude to say, but no one wants to watch people's fitness journeys. Maybe on TikTok, not on YouTube. People like watching Sam Sulek, a guy that looks like he is a Greek god. Like a 8-pack with arms the size of fucking tree trunks. He can fucking tricep extension a full stack with one arm. And that's the reality of it. Like, when I was a kid when I started getting into working out, who did I watch that was a fitness YouTuber? Bradley Martin, 260. 6'2", would squat 2 women on his back. He would fucking literally squat like 8 plates, deadlift like fucking 10, like just no problem. He would just do crazy feats of strength. Like, those were the guys that you would watch. David Lade, yeah, I would watch David Lade. I would watch people that just did fitness related commentary content as well. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like he's similar to where, like, when my chat asks me what they want to do, he's like testing those waters on what he wants to do content-wise, but he's doing it with an already known audience. So it just makes him look cringy. Like, if you are a new growing streamer or YouTuber or like influencer and you want to become like somebody that has a following, when you test out workout content versus streaming versus gaming versus commentary, you do all that in a 6-month span with no views. So nobody sees it and it doesn't matter. But, like, when he already has an audience and now he's like, hey, I'm going to do workout content, then podcasts. Like, he's testing the waters, but it all just comes off as desperate rather than, like, you know, hustling.
Backpack Kid just keeps putting himself in the position to take losses. As in a recent guest appearance on Kai Cenat's stream, Drewski and Kevin Hart basically treated him like a second-class citizen.
What's your name, big bro?
Backpack Kid.
Huh? Backpack Kid, yeah. I remember him.
He was here last time.
Yeah, he does.
He did have the popcorn. He came over here, had a popcorn. He had a popcorn this time.
Like
so
a
he
TikTok.
fucking crazy.
He want a TikTok,
man.
Yeah.
I do what I do.
He wanted TikTok niggas.
What does he play?
No, he don't play shit. He do the floss.
Well, this is also a bit, you know? Like, Drewski was a bit rude, and I think he broke his fucking piano, honestly. But Drewski is like a lot of they're not actually trying to find the next talent. Same thing for his fucking what is his record label called? Could have been Records. Like, all that shit's just for memes, bro. He's not actually signing 40 people to a record label.
Get the fuck out of here, stupid ass shit. Fucking bullshit.
How y'all like it?
I don't want to hear no fucking piano, nigga. This is 2024, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that jiggle bullshit.
Don't worry, I like it.
What did he say?
2024, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that jiggle bullshit.
Don't worry, I like it.
Oh my god.
Nigga ass shit.
Hey, bro, you gonna go places, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
You gonna go
Fuck out of
places,
here,
man.
nigga.
Alongside his attempts to play piano, his new pivot where he's tried to become a producer has also been widely ridiculed, with users commenting things like, undrop this shit. This is what not acknowledging that your 15 minutes of fame are up looks like. Regularly told to just put the fries in the bag, bro, when he posts on
Dude, it's also just, it's tough to get into the music industry without seeming lame. The music industry is over flooded with people that want to get success when the success rate is so low. If you hit success in the music industry, you'll be rich and you'll be able to ride that way for a while. You might be a one-hit wonder, but it's like, dude, there's going to be a million people that try to get famous in the music industry and only 10 will make it. Like, you're not, I don't want to say don't go down that path, but like, don't be surprised if you don't succeed becoming a rapper, right? It's not, it's way too hard to get into.
TikTok. It seems like everyone thinks it's time for the Backpack Kid to retire apart from the man himself. And for the most part, he's still taking it in stride. Fall off of the century? That's me. Left trying to rebuild where there was never enough of a foundation to begin with.
Well, I think these people are also losers. If you are taking the time out of your day to be like, fell off, and like bully the Backpack Kid, you're also a bum-ass, no-life motherfucker. You are a bum. Right, you're saying fell off, bitch, you were never on, right? At least the Backpack Kid made, probably $400,000 in his 10 minutes of fame. Your ass made none, right? Like, I don't understand that when people spam like fell off, loser ass content, sell out, fell off. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? What are you doing with your life?
Russell's obvious drive to succeed cannot be denied. The only problem is that he needs the public to go along for the ride, and by the looks of it, most of them think that he should have remained in the past and find any attempts he makes to rekindle his brand as completely cringeworthy. And unfortunately, that's not a viewpoint you can reverse too easily. So while he may want to be known for more than that one dance move, the chances of that happening are very, very slim these days. But if you're interested in hearing how a rapper can successfully make a pivot in a new career direction, you can check the video on the screen. My name is Luesta, and as always...
Alright, that was a fun video. I enjoyed that. After watching this, I'm confused on what he did wrong for people to hate him. Try to capitalize on the moment. Well, people think he's cringy. People like hating because it makes them feel better about themselves, too. That's, like, one big thing. Like, most of the people online that hate on others are, like, scums of the earth and will never amount to anything. And so, by putting people down, it makes them feel better about their own situation. And that's just how it is. And so, it's like, he's an easy guy to target. Another guy hate for no reason, man, just trying to make it in life for the entertainment. Yeah, no, I respect his hustle. I think it goes back to what I said before, where it's like, because he was already on and had a following while he was testing out shit, it just seems desperate. So it just came off as cringy. I gotta go piss real quick.